Hey, good afternoon, guys. Good to see you. Good to be with you. And man, so excited to share what we're going to talk about today. Today's leadership podcast I have entitled The Bigger Picture. The Bigger Picture. And here is my thought for you guys as we continue to talk about team ministry and continue to unravel this thought of operating as a team is simply this, that we serve as the leadership team over the youth ministry, but I want us to always remember this. And I know this seems so basic, I know this seems so fundamental, but the more we can capture a hold of the fundamentals, we will do everything else very excellent. You oftentimes hear me refer to the metaphor that the best teams in any sport are the ones who have mastered the fundamentals. And so this seems so fundamental, but I want us to always remember that we are part of the bigger picture here at Columbia Heights. Our thought life, our devotional life, our prayer life even. I don't want us to ever become so focused on just the youth ministry that we forget we're part of the bigger picture of Columbia Heights as a whole. We must always remember, and this is, I've always got to do a gut check on myself, that this is Pastor Kent's youth ministry. We are operating under Pastor Kent's vision. And so I want us to always remember that we are better together within the context of ourselves, but we also need the other ministries. We need to operate with them. We need to operate under them. We need to support them. And I think we do a very good job at that. I don't say this to say because I think we're failing in this area. No, not by any means. If anything, I want to continue to encourage us to do it. Fall Fest was so amazing. It was so awesome to see all of you guys helping lead in all the different areas and overseeing students, but then at the same time helping out with booths, just having an amazing attitude. That was a cool day to see the body of Columbia Heights come together under one umbrella and minister to 1,600 people. And we were rewarded for that. We have 42 families that are looking for a church home and are interested in Columbia Heights. And so, man, that is just so cool. And so I want us to always remember the bigger picture. And I think it's important to remember that in the context of our thoughts, in the context of our devotions, in the context of our prayer life. Do I want you to pray for the youth ministry? Absolutely. Do I want you to help lift up my arms? Absolutely. I need that. But let's not forget to lift up the man who's in charge of this church. Let's not forget to lift up Pastor Kent and his arms. Because the Bible says that as we lift up the arms of others, okay, as we are there to build up the authority of someone else, in turn we are given authority. And as we come in with a humble attitude, man, God, the Bible also says that God will exalt us, as in Deuteronomy 28, exalt us above the nations. And so let us capture this idea of the bigger picture. The youth ministry is not its own silo. We're not meant to do our own thing. We are leaders of Columbia Heights whose specific function is to oversee the youth ministry. I want to share this thought with you from Pastor Frank Damasio. He says, success in the development of strong personal relationships is vital to team ministry. Unity is a must. Many team efforts have been squelched by breakdowns in this area. The principles of communication are of great benefit in this realm, and one should alertly guard against jealousies, rivalries, bitterness, a critical spirit, and complaining. Nobody does this right now, and I'm so thankful for that. I thank my God that you guys are amazing leaders. But I don't ever want us to get to a spot where we feel like we're competing with other ministries of the church, or that we come to a point where we're so proud, we've got our noses stuck so high up in the air because we think we're doing everything right, we think we're doing everything better. If everyone just leave us alone and let us do our thing, that we could go so much further. That's so backwards. That's such a worldly mindset. You know, get that behind us, and let's pursue Pastor Kent's vision. Let's pursue helping the kids ministry. Let's pursue helping CR in any way that we can. And any other ministry within the church. How can we help out on a Sunday morning? Bringing more people to church, not just on a Wednesday night, but bringing more people Sunday morning. And so let's guard our hearts against these things of jealousies, rivalries, bitterness, a critical spirit, and complaining. And how do we do that? Communication. You just begin to ask people, how's it going? You see, Ed and Alita, how is the kids' ministry going? It's not wrong to ask how you can help. And I think that, yes, make your sole function the youth ministry, but if there's something you can do to help them that only takes 10 or 15 minutes, that just kind of gives them a breather, man, go for it. Absolutely go for it. We represent a smaller part of the team of Columbia Heights that makes up the bigger picture of Columbia Heights. And so I say that because this week as you pray, man, would you think of Pastor Kent? Would you think of the church as a whole as we're talking about Jesus is enough? Would you just pray that would take a deep root in the lives of people from the oldest saint to the youngest baby here at Columbia Heights, and let's just see this church move forward as a whole. Pastor Kent's vision is 400 people by May, I believe, and so we get to be a vital and integral part of that. And so would you just direct your thoughts, would you direct your prayers that direction, and let's just believe for amazing things, for God's Spirit to move in a mighty way here in Columbia Heights. And so love you guys. I'm going to be praying for you, and looking forward to seeing you all on Wednesday. All right, peace.